As we indicated earlier on, my lord, there was an instruction issued by the area commissioner that all the prisoners from Khosi Mampuru should not have pads on their leg irons. This instruction only applies to prisoners from Khosi Mampuru, and I'm told that accused number 5 does also not, who is also incarcerated at Khosi Mampuru, does not have pads on the on his leg irons. And they say this decision was informed by an earlier escape by an inmate from Bavianspoort prison, and a decision was then taken that prisoners will no longer be allowed to put the pads around their ankles, because apparently what happened in that instance is that the prisoner removed the pad, then subsequently removed the leg irons. And we are told that they had to physically carry the accused to take him to, this now accused number 3, physically lift him up to the vehicle, and yeah, that's how he happens to be here, my lord.
The system has absolutely and completely failed. Accused number 3, Umthobisi Prince Gadla Mncube. You can just see the amount of rage combined with humiliation as he looks at Advocate Baloyi, who, by the way, gives an account of his ordeal with a nonchalant tone and absolutely no sympathy, as you continue to listen throughout the day, that there was no sympathy coming from the state. The state that has actually housed him has actually violated his human rights, his constitutional rights, his dignity, his human dignity, and carried him out of prison like a sack of potatoes. That has never happened before. This is a first. But what is absolutely incredible is how Baloyi just, tells the judge that no, it's because of another prisoner who escaped. Who is the other prisoner? What is his name? When did he escape? What has this got to do with accused number 3 and the rest at Khosi Mampuru? Wait, but Ubongani Ntanzi has his leg pads, his iron leg pads. So what exactly is going on? This is absolutely atrocious, and this is my second time watching it, just to get back to see what did I miss yesterday. And you just see that facial expression, absolute devastation. And then in the next scene, now you see he turns to the judge and says, okay, maybe over here I will hear some sympathy. Maybe over here he will acknowledge what I have been through. Stay tuned and hear what happens next.
Okay, fine. Where's Mr. Matala? Yeah, you don't have to take the oath. What is the latest instruction about prisoners, so-called, not being allowed to have a sponge underneath their cuffs?
My lord, the instruction was from the area commissioner,
All right.
Mr. Khosa,
Okay.
which we received on the 12th of July, 2025. And the instruction was based on the escape that took place at Bavianspoort,
Okay.
where the offender had the sponge and the cuffs on top. The offender took out the sponge, and the cuffs could easily get out of the leg, and the offender hit the official with those cuffs, and he escaped. Up until today, he was never found. So we only got instruction from our area commissioner as Khosi Mampuru that we should not allow offenders to put in those sponges when they come to court.
So did you explain to your inmates at Khosi Mampuru?
Yes, I did explain to offender Ncube at the center. I think it was last week, if not last of last week, to say this is the instructions, and just take note that when you go to court on the 21st, we won't allow you to put the sponges when you go to court. Yes, and the response from him was that if he's not going to be allowed to put the sponge on his leg, he won't go to court. That is what he told me.
And the other inmates, they also adopt the same attitude?
I'm only having Ncube from my center.
I see, okay.
Yes, I only addressed him. The other offenders, I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So when is this diktat, when is it going to end, if at all?
I don't,
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about it.
So it's official. It's not like you're punishing anybody.
No, we are not.
Okay, thanks for the explanation. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi, let's go on.
As the court, please, my lord.
My lord, are we not allowed to respond?
I don't know why don't you respond, because I was asking the gentleman whether it's official. He says it's official.
This moment right here was quite epic, quite profound, quite defining of what the rest of the day was going to be about. As mainstream media calls it, a waste of time. However, Mnisi Wemvula stands up abruptly as the court and Baloyi are about to continue with the case. And Mnisi Wemvula asks, am I not going to be asked to comment? And you can see my lord's first frustration of the case after returning back from recess. Like, oh my goodness, here we go again. That's what I felt that he is saying, or that is what I'm interpreting from his facial expression. And it's like, okay, go for it, Mnisi, do your thing. Do your thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you notice? But now let's jump straight into what Mnisi Wemvula did for his client. Someone left a comment and said, I don't care if ever I'm in a situation, even if his daily rate is 50,000 rands, they will still pay it. Because one thing about Mnisi, he will represent you to the best of his ability and to the fullest. And we have seen it ×2 in this courtroom. Here goes.
It does not end up there, my lord.
Hello?
It could be official. I'm saying it does not end up there. It could be official, but we've got the right
Okay,
on behalf of
let's
the
see. What
accused
do you want to
person
say?
to respond.
Yes? Yes, let's hear you.
My lord, I've got instructions.
Yeah.
The accused number 3 is in pains.
He's what?
He is in pains.
Uh,
Yes. He is unable to concentrate. I'm unable to receive any instructions from him. If the court were to insist that despite this gross violation of a human right that he's been subjected to, that this court says he can continue, I wish to inform the court, my lord, and with due respect, that I do not want to be seen to be part of that violation of a human rights, of the right of Mr. Mncube when attending this trial, because he's not only been foot-cuffed, he's also been handcuffed. Mr. Matlala does not address the issue of him being in handcuffs when his colleagues or when the other accused persons are not cuffed on their hands. The state does not address that too. But as I'm saying, my lord, on account of the fact that Mr. Mncube is saying he's feeling pains that affect his ability to concentrate in the trial, and I'm also unable to get instructions from him because of this inhumanity that he's been subjected to, I am not willing to validate what he is going through by simply standing up here and pretend as if nothing is happening. Mr. Mncube is all right with him. If this court were to say that this trial should proceed despite the complaints that he's raising, then I am going to request that I be excused from representing Mr. Mncube when he is in the condition in which he is. I'll only proceed to represent Mr. Sibia up until such time that Mr. Mncube gets somebody who will represent him on the condition that he is facing now. In other words,
which condition is that? He's in pains.
he is in pain, my lord.
Yeah, what is wrong with him?
Don't know English.
You don't know.
Your spirit is half naked.
You hesitate, Spang, and I hesitate. If you hesitate, I go back.
We all once hesitate.
What is wrong with him, my lord?
Yes, what's wrong with him?
He says the leg chains without those sponge things are
No,
injuring
let's
him.
address the question of pains. You say he's in pains. What pains him?
But I'm addressing that, my lord.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So
He is saying those things, those leg irons are injuring his leg, his ankle. That's the pain that he's going through.
I see.
Yes. And I am saying,
Let me just understand. Since 19, is it when this trial starts before Mauma?
February of 2022, madam.
February 2022.
Yes.
Was he always having the cuffs, Mr. Baloyi? Since February 2022.
Well, I assume so, my lord, in light of the fact that the decision to not have pets underneath the foot cuffs was informed by this escape at Bavian Sport. So I suppose, as Mr. Matala mentioned, this applied from the 12th of July 2025.
Yeah.
This is what Mr. Mngube is saying, my lord, that ever since he started to attend this trial, he has been always having those sponges that serve as a cushion from the leg irons. So it comes as a surprise for him now that he should be told that he's no longer supposed to be wearing these things simply because somebody had escaped at Bavian Sport. What does the escape of Bavian Sport has got to do with him? Even if that's a national legislation or it's an official statement, my lord, but it is unconstitutional. The constitutionality of which must then be tested. And if the court again were to insist that he should proceed the manner in which or in the condition in which he is here, I am not prepared to validate that, my lord. Otherwise, I'm going to request that we adjourn, we bring an agent application for that unconstitutionality of that directive to be tested. Thank you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a brilliant mic drop moment from Mnisi Wemvula, where he demonstrates his absolute selflessness when it comes to his client under high pressure from a judge who asked him, okay, cool, when are you going to bring the application? The nonchalant level, the lack of concern, the lack of care, the lack of ubuntu displayed by the judge. I don't know, maybe that's a mandate of the state, but it is absolutely discouraging, absolutely disappointing. Is this even something you would call a fair trial? You heard how Mnisi did it. He said it without fear or favor that at this point he would rather not represent accused number 3 as the trial continues because he cannot have his name associated with such inhumane treatment of another human. Keep in mind, the accused have not yet been found guilty of this trial, this case, the SENZO MEYIWA unaliving. So for the judge to be so dismissive, ill-focused, if you ask me, it is just discouraging. Will there ever be justice for SENZO MEYIWA? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I look forward to seeing you after court today. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, when do you intend bringing it so that I can postpone? When do you intend bringing it?
I don't know. It might take me 3 months. I don't know.
Fine.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Give me a date so that you postpone.
I don't know. I don't have a date, my lord. It will depend on the court's
I thought you
attitude.
said you wanted to test the constitutionality.
I am
otherwise.
saying if the court were to give a directive that this trial should proceed despite the consents or despite his consents of this unconstitutionality, then I'm going to request that this trial be postponed. It will depend on what the court will rule after this argument.
Mr. Gadoy?
Also make submissions.